and to consider. If those of you who are out there that are like, when it comes to custom wig making or wig making, if you're interested in doing that, there are three things to consider or to know that if this is the thing for you. Okay, so the first thing you want to have is a desire. Okay, you have to have a desire in order to you're starting. Oh, awesome job. Yes, you have to have a desire when it comes to wig making. It's just not, okay, I'm going to look at YouTubes all day and get the information how to do wigs. It's more than that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're dealing with self-esteem issues with your clients. You're going to deal with emotional issues with them, especially when it consists of having a hair loss. So putting on a wig is just, doing custom wigs is just not getting in there and just putting on wigs. It's so many different aspects of custom wig making. So one of them is your desire, desire of doing this. So if you have a great desire for it, you're going to do it well. Another thing that you want to also take in consideration is your drive. Are you willing to learn? Are you willing to have someone in the industry that have been doing this for years train and teach you? I find it so hard, but I didn't even give you my information. First of all, I'm TenishaBibbs. I'm a licensed cosmetologist instructor. I'm also a wig specialist and also a hair loss specialist. Wig making class. Yes, I do wig making classes. I have a wig making class. I teach you the business side of wig making and also custom wig making. I'm just not coming over a cold, sorry. Custom wig making. So you could do a home-based business if you want to as a wig maker. If you're going to do your own wigs, if you're going to do just wig for your family. I'm located in Georgia. And so my website is thecustomwigs.com. And so if you're just going to do a home-based business, that's what I'm really pretty much getting into right now, is doing training you to do a home-based business as well as the business side of it. There are so many different aspects of that. So to have a desire to do wigs, that's great, because of the fact that when you have this desire, you're going to learn, okay? It's going to drive you to learn. So your desire and your drive, it's going to give you that. So when you you have to look at take different classes and things. I mean, YouTube is good, but I wouldn't trust everybody on YouTube, because everybody on YouTube don't have a license and they're not educated in it. And it's like I said, it goes deeper than just doing wigs. It goes, hi Sonia Michelle 67, good to see you. It goes deeper than just doing wigs. You have to have a drive and a desire and also a dedication in this. When you have a dedication in doing it, you're going to learn beyond capacity. Okay, you're going to take it another notch. You're going to take it up another notch. So Emerald would say. And so, hey sis, yes, call you. Okay, I'll call you as soon as I get off this scope. And so that's one thing I wanted to share with you all tonight, is to have a desire, a drive, and a dedication when it comes to wig making. And it goes so beyond. When I tell you guys, people are losing their hair left and right. There is self-esteem built into this, okay? There's self-esteem. I've had a case, just being transparent, I had a case with a young lady, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Her hair was down her back. She went to a stylist, and who said she was a natural hair stylist, which is fine. And she went to the stylist, and the stylist did something to her hair I don't know what she did, but she did something to her hair, and all of her hair came out. And this young lady was so devastated that her hair came out that she literally, when she sits in my chair, she just cries. Yes. She cries all the time. And so thank God for custom wig making the right way, that she's able to have her confidence back. But if you hear her testimony, which I'm going to do a scope, and once she's ready, I'm going to do a scope with her. Just to tell you, she went to drinking alcohol literally for years. And she was afraid to even get into a relationship because of the fact that she had, she had no hair on top. I mean, she had hair like right in this area here. but she has no hair. It doesn't grow back. It's almost like her papilla is just gone, and so we are having to do different sets of treatment. Stimulating shampoos and stuff was not going to deal with that issue because the papilla is gone. So once it's gone, it's gone. There are different ways that you can actually do your customers. There's actually ways that you can actually educate your customers who have lost hair and that cannot grow back, such as lace front wigs, monofilament wigs. You could do skin weft, different things like that, hair transplants and things like that. So once you get into custom wig making, we're teaching the business side of this. So once you get into custom wig making, you'll want to learn more than just using a dome cap. Dome caps, I don't use those, period. So you want to go into more in depth with it. So you have to have a desire, you have to have a drive, and you have to have a dedication. Yeah, me neither. I don't use dome cap. I absolutely hate them. They're too hot and all of that good stuff. So, having a drive, desire, and a dedication is so important because it's going to prompt you to learn, and it's going to also prompt you to sit up under someone who is a master in it to teach you and train you and to and to train you on those in this field. So just jumping on real quick, just giving you those nuggets, and we're going to be jumping on. Now, I've challenged myself for the New Year's to just, come on every day and give you some nuggets in reference to custom wig business. Like I said, if you want to build a home business, that's great. Build a home business. And when you get into the business side of it, it's so important. It's depending on your state. I know in the state of Georgia, you have to have a cosmetology license, because once you get into custom wig making, you just can't just get in there because you've watched several YouTube videos. You literally have to have a Georgia state license as a cosmetologist because you're dealing with hair. And do you ever use an assistant? Yes, you can use an assistant. You can train assistant. Now, according to the Georgia State Board license or cosmetology license board, you can assist up under a master cosmetologist as long as I believe she's had her license for, I want to say, 3 years. And a year. And once they've had their license of year, you could become an assistant. Okay, or an apprentice. And that means that she would have to put you, or he would have to put you under their license, and you would have to stay up under their license for about 3,000 hours. Okay, or 3 years basically, or 2.5 years. Okay, you can get by that. But if you decide to do the assistant role, it's great. But you have to be in the salon. If the stylist is in the salon, you have to be in the salon with the stylist. In other words, you couldn't take a client and the stylist or the master is not there, because if State Board walks in that building and see that you're doing hair without the master's in there, she can lose her license, and you would actually lose a license that you've never obtained. So you won't get it. You know what I mean? And you'd have to go back through the board, and you'd have to write letters and all of this. So this is just the state of Georgia. I don't know about nowhere else. I know once you get your license in the state of Georgia, you will consider national license, so you can go to any other state. But if you get your license out of the state of Georgia, then I'm not sure if you're considered to be national. You'd have to do what's called reciprocity. Proxy, PROXY, in the state, and they will tell you the guidelines on what you would need to do that in that state. So you want to make sure, if you want to do the business side of wig making, that you do at least obtain your cosmetology license, or that you are an apprentice. But if you are doing a home-based business, you're just doing wigs for you and a few of your family members and so forth, you don't need a license to do that. Okay.